The Yukon Huskies are a highly decorated basketball program, having won back-to-back men's national championships. Also, not to mention that their women's team made the national championship last year as well. But now that raises the question, so what's up with their football team? Well, let me just tell you, just giving you a spoiler alert, they're not very good. So today, we're going to be rebuilding the Yukon Huskies in NCAA 25 college football. So we're going to be rolling with the Yukon Huskies in our NCAA 25 rebuild. We're obviously going to become the head coach and getting things right into it pretty much. This is a look at our schedule, and if you don't know, UConn's an independent for football, and independent meaning they're not affiliated to a conference, meaning we won't have conference championship bursts, and we don't have in-conference games. So we're going to be playing out of conference scheduling. And here's a look at our team. Our team is pretty, not as bad as I'd expect this Yukon team to be. So we have 78s kind of all across the board, or 78 overall tight end. Our offensive line isn't obviously amazing by any means, but it's serviceable. If that's something to be proud of, this team is a 78 overall. It's kind of what you expect. Our DB room, our cornerback room isn't terrible. Safeties, DBs, it's not a bad team. Definitely not a great team, but, it is what it is. So here we go. We get things started with recruiting. We're recruiting a 3-star quarterback, Roy Wall. Will he come to us? Probably not. I don't know what's to draw recruit into the state of Connecticut. I don't know what they be doing out there in Connecticut. We obviously need a few D tackles. Our linebacker room isn't awesome. Our quarterback room isn't awesome. I guess everything's not awesome, but whatever. So we're going in against Wake Forest, and we're going to lose that game. We but we ended up getting our 4-star receiver. So scratch what I said about this being our first year. We probably won't get any 4-stars, but we did with Shakir Isaac. He's going to be a stud for us, considering, I don't know who else we're throwing the ball to. Our quarterback's terrible. But look, we end up, having a shitter. We end up beating UMass. So we improved to 3-9. So our first year, we go 3-9. And look, we got a bunch of players transferring, and I don't blame them. Our team is really bad. But, I just stick one more year, and then you'll be on the come up. This is a look at what we're doing in the recruiting class for this year. We're recruiting okay. This guy committed to Temple. Oh, well. We're in the lead for a 2-star. We're second to Ebron, Eric Ebron's cousin. Towards the bottom of our board, it doesn't get very good. And we go in the transfer portal looking to get somebody, and nobody is interested in us. Makes sense. We win 3 games. Nobody wants to come, but come on. That's not realistic. Let's be so for real. We could probably get someone from, I guess, Iowa on the offensive side, of course, who doesn't play. He probably wants to come to us, but, it is what it is. We got a 1-star Rice tight end automatically committed. We didn't even have to do anything. Makes sense. He's a 5'10 tight end. That's going to be just great. And that's probably what we're expecting. We did actually get if you look up there, Van Ginkel, 4-star corner. So we did end up getting 2 4-stars in our first recruiting class, which is actually pretty good considering we're Yukon football. That is, not basketball. We're a mess. We sim halfway through the next year. We did manage to find a 3-star, another 3-star. It's just, who even knows? I'm sorry that I said we simmed through halfway through the season, but we didn't. This is when we sim to the next season. We're in year 2. Our quarterback hasn't improved at all, which is a little bit of a not a good sign. He's a 75 overall. Running back room is actually pretty good. We got an 86 and an 80. That's pretty good. Our receiver room isn't too bad either. Our tight end room isn't bad. Our line isn't, I guess, awful. Still obviously needs major work. I guess it is pretty bad. It's awful. Never mind. Our D tackle room, it's okay. Our linebacker room got better. Our right outside linebacker room is kind of okay. Our cornerback room is actually pretty amazing if you look at it. We got our 77 overall freshman corner who won't even see the field. Our safety room is actually pretty good also. Yeah. The bad thing is I forgot to get a kicker, so that's going to be an issue. We're going to just have to make our punter our kicker. which I ended up doing. But here we go. We're going up against Kent State in the first game of the season to kick off the 2025 season. Yep, 2025. Kent State's a 72 overall, so we should pick up a win. Our overall's improved from last year. We did end up getting the win, so there's that. We're going up against Syracuse. Will we win that game? Probably not. I mean, I could definitely stamp it and say no, we won't win that game, but you never know. Yeah, well, you know. Recruiting again. We need to get some more guys. I need to get some more 4 stars if we can. 3 stars are fine. We're not shooting for 2 stars now. We gotta just have a pretty good season, I guess, and hold on to a few of our pieces, and I guess hope for the best because this UConn football team isn't going to be able to sign, you know, the 5 stars, even the 4 stars in this situation right now. But we ended up simming, and we're playing against the 23-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes. I thought I'd hop into this game because why not? It's Ohio State. I might as well get a little bit of action in. We're looking at 1st and 10 on the 19-yard line. 4 minutes and 33 seconds. We step back. We hit our nice little drag route for a gain of 9 yards. 17-0. So we're already getting dominated. But, you know, that's expected. We're UConn. We actually are. We do have an impressive record of 5-2 if you see that on the bottom. So the sim has treated us nice. We're kind of driving a little bit. We're 1st and goal on the 7. I guess getting 1 touchdown on this Ohio State team is a success. They are only a 2-win team, but it's still Ohio State. We obviously, as you see right there, we did get in the end zone, which is nice. But it's 24-7. All hope's pretty much lost. This is really our last chance. We have to score here. And then we get strip sacked and we fumble. And, yeah, I think you know how this one ended up. It's 51-21. We lose. But then again, like I said, it's expected. We're not supposed to beat Ohio State. Only year 2. We got plenty to build upon. I guess last year's team definitely wouldn't have scored 21 points against Ohio State, so there's that. Our recruiting class consists of getting beat by Boston College. Why? Why Boston College, that is? I have no idea. I don't know what is so enticing about Boston College either. If UConn's not, you know, enticing, Boston College can be very enticing. So, I don't know. We're losing a lot of recruits to them. We're losing recruits to Syracuse. Expected since it's in our area. Boston College expected since it's in our area. But still, come on. Like Syracuse, Boston College, we're not very good ourselves. Those are 2 programs that would absolutely beat our asses. But, you know, come on. We should not be losing recruits to these guys. I guess now that I think about it, there's not many good, really Northeast colleges for football, I guess. And when I mean Northeast, I mean in the New York area, unless I'm forgetting someone. New York, Boston. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably blanking. But, no, I don't think. But I wanted to hop into this Duke game. Duke looks pretty bad, as you could tell by their record. And it'd be nice to pick up an ACC win. And we're going to go not get into the end zone. But we handed off. We got the first down. We're down 10-0 already. I think we should have a pretty decent chance of beating Duke. We don't convert right there. Our center actually gets hurt. Back spasms. He's going to return. Not that you guys care, but I thought I'd let you know. 10-0. We got it. We got to get this one in. We're already down. Can we? We step back. We hit our Christian McCaffrey on the wheel. We score, and all 3 fans in the crowd go wild. And as you can tell, the game slipped away from us real fast. We're down 1. But we have a nice little 2-minute drill, so we're not out of it yet. In fact, we got him right where we want him, I guess. Yeah, right where we want him. We throw a corner route. That doesn't go to plan. So we're looking at a 3rd and 10 in our own territory. We need this first down. We have Square cutting across the middle. Square actually manages to hold on to the ball even with that shitty-ass pass. 4th and 3, another chance, another, must convert situation, and the ball goes off the defender, and it goes right into our hands, and that's a first down. So we got lucky, but the drive is still alive. We're looking at 1st and 10 now. 1 minute and 27 seconds left. We step, and we throw a pick. And, yeah, you know, that's a tough one. We should have beat Duke. Duke's a terrible team. We're obviously not a great team, but here we go. We're going up against Tennessee. I decided to sim the game, and Isaiah Davis, 2 picks. That's pretty solid. 0 anything else, and we have a nice little running back game right there. And if you look at the top, we actually beat Tennessee. We beat ranked Tennessee. We somehow lose to Duke. It's probably because I was playing, but we beat Tennessee, so that's kind of cool, I guess. And we need to fill out our cornerback room because most of our corners are going to be graduating. It's actually one of our better areas in our team, but you can't have enough corners, plus a lot of them are graduating, so we need to fill that in. Our defensive ends are really thin, especially, we can't even recruit defensive ends. We're in a recruiting battle with Boston College. But I simmed. We managed to end up in the meaningless New Orleans Bowl against Middle Tennessee State. Yeesh. But we did fire our offensive coordinator and our defensive coordinator. Now, I don't really know how this works. In my previous rebuilds, I didn't change my OCs and DCs. So this is all new to me. I see a head coach. It was from Kennesaw State, but still, any sort of head coach to get on your staff, that's awesome. Like, I'm just treating this as real life. It's awesome to get a head coach as your offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. So that was my thought process when hiring these coaches. So I offered Kevin Souza, who was the head coach at Kent State, his pipeline Central Florida, which is awesome. So yeah, we just did that. We hired those 2 guys, and we have 2 guys transferring. Our quarterback, freshman quarterback, wants to transfer, and our cornerback, junior redshirt, 79 overall. We can't lose both of these guys. We end up convincing our quarterback to stay, and we do not manage to convince our cornerback to stay, which sucks because you don't want to lose a 79 overall cornerback. Here's our signing class. We got a 4-star tight end in this. I'm going to us. We got 1 4-star, 11 3-stars. The recruiting class wasn't actually that bad. This is our look at our team now for year 3. Our quarterback room is pretty good. Our running back room is really good. Our running back room is actually really, really good. Our receiver room is deep. Our tight end room is okay. Our offensive line is getting really good. Not really good, but it's getting better, much better. Our linebacking room isn't great. Our linebackers are okay. Our, safety isn't bad. Our corners aren't bad. Our kicker, we don't even have a punter. Our special teams is really bad. But, we don't punt the ball. We don't kick field goals. It's just how UConn rolls. So we throw a nice little out route. I decided to play the Maryland game. Maryland is ranked, and it's, it's a good start to the season pretty much, as this is an early game in the season. I hit the slant route down the middle. We're looking at a 2nd and 8. It's 0-0 still. So our offense sucks, but, I guess our defense is pretty decent, or I guess Maryland's offense is terrible if they can't score against our shitty defense. I don't know which way to look at it from, but it's 3rd and 1 on the 12. We need to score here. We always need to score pretty much because we're UConn. Dan Hurley isn't leading us to victories. Instead, it's myself, which is, it's pretty scary, I guess. But now we get the ball where we keep driving. We hit a nice little jet touch pass to our running back, and we score. Running back with no gloves on is definitely a weird thing to see. And look at the stadium. The stadium's actually starting to fill out. It's no longer just me, myself, and I out there. So we hit a nice little tight end on a smash concept, smash route, corner, smash, whatever. We're sitting down back in the red zone yet again. We hot route square to an out route, but we hit the middle of the field. Our tight end, he scores for the touchdown, and we're up 14-3. But obviously, we're UConn. We blow the lead, 17-14. We throw a pick, and things are not looking good for us. And things didn't end up good for us as we lost to Maryland 24-21. They just kneeled the ball. Played ranked Pittsburgh. I'm simming most of the season. We do get an Austin KO right guard to commit to us, 3-star. And we're an 85 overall. There's no excuses to be going 6-6 this season. And then here we are. We're in an Armed Force Bowl against Fresno State, of another meaningless bowl. Man, we don't care about these stupid bowls. We're just trying to get to the college football playoff. I'm sure all of our players ended up opting out for this. So yeah, our coach prestige for our offensive coordinator was terrible. So I don't know what that does, but I'm assuming we want good coach prestige. This guy Lee Jackson doesn't have good coach prestige. It's a D-. So I looked at this guy Marvin Everett, and he had pretty solid coaching prestige, and same with Kareem Lane. But I decided to hire Kareem Lane. So it is what it is. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just trying to make the coach prestige good. In theory, I guess we don't want head coaches in this game, which doesn't really make sense. But here's our recruiting class again. I've already lost track of what year this is. Is this year 1, year 2? I guess this is year 3. Yeah, this is year 3. This is year 3. It's year 3. Because our quarterback is gone. Our running back room improves, as none of the guys in the running back room graduated. Our receiver room gets better. Our tight end room gets better. Our team is just all around so much better than last year. It's all really just the same guys who've developed over the course of this rebuild. And, we're an 86 overall. We look really good. We're 87 on offense, 86 on defense. We don't really have many holes, I guess. Our linebacking room is pretty good. Yeah, our cornerback room is kind of really good, actually. Our safety room is really good. Our kicker room isn't the best. But like I said before, we don't kick or punt. But as you saw, I simmed. And all that talented team got us was a Fenway Bowl against UAB, another meaningless bowl, and we cannot seem to get to the college football playoff. And we have a decent amount of players. Well, actually, no, we only have 2 players transferring, but it always sucks, like I said, to lose a 75 overall junior redshirt cornerback. Come on, that's a debt right there. But this is a look at our team right now. Our quarterback developed. Our receiver room got a little bit worse. Our offensive line is actually really good now. 84 overall right ends. Our defensive ends are good. Our linebacking room is awesome. Our team looks really good. So I decided to sim again a little bit more. And we ended up finishing 11-1. 11-1. And we're the 11th team in the country. So hopefully that gets us in the playoff with a chance to win the national championship. We got a nice little cornerback, Jamerson Pryor. But yeah, we're a 90 overall, 90 all across the board, offense and defense. That should get us a spot in the playoff, no? I don't know if it looks like that way, but we're just going to sim again. Hopefully we're in. And we're... Hello? We're... Oh my God. We're in. There we go. Playing against Michigan State in the college football playoff. First game. Let's get to it pretty much. This is year 4. Yeah, year 4. And we're in the playoff. This is a fast rebuild, but maybe another year on because we just threw a pick. There we go. We are starting off cold as ice against Michigan State, which is not what you want to do, especially playing on the road. Place is getting a little loud, as I'd imagine Michigan State would be, considering they've had no success in the last couple of years. We hit a nice little go ball, though. For a nice little touchdown. Our 4-star recruit earlier in the year, our first year, we signed Shakir Isaac. Scores that touchdown, and we're up 7-0. We see R1 got his man beat, and we can't convert. A little bit underthrown. I guess you could say that's my fault, but we're calling it the quarterback's fault because it's not my fault. It's the quarterback's fault. I'm totally not controlling. And look at that full red, max red, underthrown ball. That's the quarterback's fault. It's plain and simple. Michigan State ends up scoring, obviously, but we haul another deep ball to Shakir Isaac, and he is already having himself a day. Thank God this isn't like Madden where you celebrate and you get stripped. We got caught, and thankfully we scored a touchdown. Still, it's 14-10. We use our playmaker, our tight end, down the field. He catches it, and we are now inside the 5-yard line. And we're looking at a 1st and goal. The clock runs out in the first quarter. We're looking at a 1st and goal in the second. We have a nice little, our tight end's running a corner route. I'm going to be looking for that. And then I just threw a pick. I just threw a pick on the 4-yard line. Holy shit, Pete Carroll would be proud. But thankfully, Michigan State didn't score. It's 14-10. It's anyone's ball game still. I try to hit the drag. I don't get the drag. So with our shitty punter, or shitty kicker, comes things like this where we're in field goal range, but we can't attempt a field goal because our kicker sucks. We have plenty of guys open, but we hit the deep ball. We had the drag routes, we had the out routes wide open, but we hit the white boy for a touchdown. And again, we were taking the top off again with Shakir Isaac. That guy, number 16, cornerback for Michigan State's having a long day trying to cover this guy. As we beat Michigan State 53-33. Big win in Michigan. That's great. That is a great win as we are going to advance in the playoff. And we're in the Orange Bowl at Hard Rock Stadium playing against Baylor. The 12-1 Huskies go up against the 4th-ranked Baylor Bears. We hit our corner round on 4th down, and we get a nice little 1st down. I mean, our boy Isaac is just an absolute beast, and we needed that as we underthrew that ball. We need everything we can get in these type of games because, I mean, I guess we are more talented than overall wise than I guess these teams. So I guess we don't need everything, but it's still good to have everything as I'm playing. And, that's never, a good thing. But I managed to scramble, and I get the 1st down with the quarterback. So we keep moving the chains. Our offense looks pretty good these past 2 games, apart from some silly mistakes. That one should have been a touchdown. That was not a very good throw. That one, I don't know. I mean, our quarterback should have had him. He was wide open. You got to hit him right there. 3rd and 10, or 2nd and 10, we throw one, goes out of bounds, gets reversed because I was clearly inbounds. And 3rd and 1, we run it. We get the 1st down. We're looking at 1st and goal on the 3-yard line. Obviously, would love a score here. The cornerback isn't on him. I throw the little flat. We don't get in. We're on the 1-yard line. We're looking at 2nd and goal. I'm seeing that pitch play, and it doesn't seem like people in this game want to, get the easy yards. So I feel like pitch play is the only option. But the pitch play doesn't work here for whatever reason. So we're looking at 3rd and goal. But it would be nice to score. And we get sacked. I tried to get to R1. R1 was wide open. I was pressing R1. Didn't work out, so, oh, God, we're kicking field goal. And it's up, and it's good. Thank God. We go up 3-0. That's good to see, let me not say that. That's pretty racist. So our tight end gets the ball. He breaks a tackle, and now that was a pretty good run after catch. That's kind of what you got to do when you're down 7. I guess now we're only down 7-3. We hit circle, and it goes for a catch. But I don't know if you saw that right there. That was illegal touching, which is a weird name to call a penalty in football. But here we are. Roger Goodell, So we get sacked. Well, not sacked, but we have to throw the ball away because of the pressure. And we're looking at another situation, 3rd and 10. We can't move the ball on this drive, it seems like. So I throw it to circle again, a deep ball. And he didn't catch it, but again, ended up being illegal touching. Obviously, they declined because it would be 4th down. Thankfully, Baylor, this isn't bad. This is actually, thankfully Baylor didn't score, but this is actually, now that I think about it, something you see in March Madness. This is more of a basketball game, more entertaining basketball game than a football game, per se, because the Baylor Bears are really good at basketball. And, the Huskies are obviously really good at basketball. So, We step back. We hit our tight end going across the middle. Obviously, that was a terrible decision. Should have been picked off. I see that now. Thankfully, for whatever reason, Baylor can't seem to score on offense. RG3 no longer is there. And the Baylor Bears have really never been good at football since. We're looking at 1st and 10. We hit our boy, who I do not know his name, number 16. Let's call him 16. Scores our touchdown. That was actually a perfectly placed ball. We run another slant, and again, 16 goes for a nice little slant route, picks up a ton of rack yards, and we just keep moving the chains. Our offense actually isn't playing that bad, but we are because we're not scoring, but we're not really having trouble moving the ball down the field, I guess. We go deep, we hit circle, and that was almost picked off, should have been picked off. I promise you guys I'm playing on Heisman difficulty, which usually they pick everything off, but I can't believe they dropped that one. We're looking at 4th and 9, and apparently we got that first down. I know I don't agree with that call, but I'm not the ref, so we'll take it. 14-10, 2 minutes left. Our quarterback steps back. We hit triangle, little dump off, and we get a gain of 2 yards. Not terrible, I guess. We see R1 on the slant route. It's a terrible ball. Terrible attempt at a catch. We do not score there. Baylor does. We got to score here before half. And we throw a deep ball, and we do score before half. Who else but Shakir Isaac taking the top off? He's a beast. I mean, there's no other way to say it. And we get a nice little completion to our tight end. Again, and it's a close ball game. It's a 4-point game. And we get another chance to score before half. That's like if we score before half, because we probably won't, but you never know. We're running for our lives back here for whatever reason. We throw a deep ball to our tight end. He probably could have caught that, but I guess he didn't want to catch it. So I guess he's just not going to catch it. 7 seconds here. We see a touchdown right here. Not Shakir Isaac, I believe. Or was that Shakir Isaac? Probably was. Let's be for real. He was on that side, so I guess I'll assume it's Isaac who caught that. But that's an awesome way to score before half. But if you see now, Baylor started scoring. We're in the 4th quarter. That's not what you want to do. They're in great field position. They got a field goal out of it. But we score a touchdown. So this is interesting. But thankfully, we hold Baylor to no points. So we have a 2-minute drill. Field goal to overtime. But, kicking field goals in this game is impossible, so that's not what we're trying to do. We get sacked. We got to score a touchdown. We try and go for a dump off again. It doesn't work out really that much. But a gain of 4 yards, I guess we're going in the right direction, just a little slower. We're at 44 seconds, and we throw a deep ball. We throw a ball to number 0. Russell Westbrook catches one, and he scores a touchdown. That's huge. Now we got to get a stop. The first time you're going to see this defense on video. Was it the last? No, it was definitely not the last. But as you see, Baylor is just driving down the field right now, and that is obviously not what we need. They are having no trouble trying to move the ball in this defense. Yeah, I know I'm a terrible user, obviously, as you can tell. Holy smokes, guys are so slow in this game. We do manage to get to the quarterback a little bit. The quarterback does throw it out of bounds. That's our only good play on defense, I guess, this whole entire drive. We're looking at 2nd and 10, 15 seconds left. Gotta hold him. Gotta hold him to advance in the playoff. Steps back. He's looking. He throws it out of bounds again. 3rd and 10. One last stop. Let's do it. The drag was open, but we get a sack. There we go. The time's going to tick. Baylor doesn't have any timeouts. And the clock hits 0. And the UConn Huskies are advancing, and they just won the Orange Bowl. Wow. The Huskies beat Baylor in the Orange Bowl / basketball bowl, if you want to call it that. And then they're going to be playing Michigan next game. I decided I'm not going to play this game. I'm just going to leave it up to the sim. I just played 2 straight. Let's let the sim do its job. Now the question is, did we win? I'm like really praying we won because I don't want to do another season. So let's go. Hurry up. We won. I don't know why it took me that long to react because the confetti was flying, but it says we won. So, and okay, great. We have to play Georgia. We have to play Georgia, really? Are you serious? Okay, whatever. We're playing undefeated Georgia, 90 overall, slightly better team than us overall wise. So we get right into the swing of things, I guess. 0-0. Our first offensive possession, we dump it off to the running back. Almost gets the first down, but doesn't. And now we're gonna play. We're gonna have a nice little play action cross. And we got a triangle cross in the middle. That's our target, and we look to get it, and we do get it. 16 catches a nice ball, tries to hurdle, gets absolutely laid out, but that's fine. Now we have a slant play. 1st and 10. We have Circle kind of beating his man. Yep. Hit him. Yep. Breaks the tackle. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. Russell Westbrook gets into the end zone, hits him with a Heisman. Scores 14-14 though. You know, things look nice for a second, and now we're all leaving. We do get a nice little slant route catch right there. Keep the drive alive. Now we're going to audible to an all-go play. But that's not going to work because the Georgia defense is sitting on that, and the pass rush is so elite that it does not matter. Our offensive line is already having troubles with this defensive line, and that's probably it's more to come in this game because, I mean, it's Georgia and this is UConn. Regardless that our team has changed, this is UConn. So we're stepping back, 3rd and 18. We see R1 burn his guy down the field, and he breaks a tackle, and that is a touchdown. There we go. It seems like the only way we can score is a long ball. It seems like defenses can't seem to realize that, which is kind of stupid because the only way we score is actually from the long ball almost. We decide to scramble, though. It's 21-21. Things are looking, I guess, pretty solid right now. We're moving the ball well. Whether that's a one play kind of deal, we're still moving the ball. We hit a nice little stick route to number 10. Can't get into the end zone, but we do have a pretty solid running back, but he does get in. So he does get in. Never mind. No but. He does get in, but he gets in. McBath, that's his name. McBath scores the touchdown. We're looking at 2nd and 10. 1 minute and 32 seconds left. We try and give it a heave. Doesn't work. I thought the guy did have a step. Let me say that. But again, this defensive line is too much for our offensive line, it seems like, even though our offensive line is really good. So that doesn't make sense. We're running for our lives out here, but then again, I do have the ball for a while. You know, triangle was wide open there also. And I decided to dump it off to R1 for whatever reason. But it's okay. We're looking at a 4th and 1. We're going to get this. 1 minute 13 seconds before half, and I don't get it. That's a terrible decision. It's going to bite me in the butt because Georgia ended up scoring before half, and that's not good. Now it's going to be a tie ball game going into half if I can't score here. We have 34 seconds to do so. 3rd and 10 already. And we get set. No, we don't get sacked. We're still running for our lives. I dump it off to the running back. Incomplete pass. We're hopefully heading into half tied. But as you saw, it's a flag. And that flag is going to be roughing the kicker. Or running into the... No, it's roughing the kicker. So we have another life. We have another chance before half. And as you see, it didn't really work out. So we're now in the second half. 3rd quarter, 4 minutes and 16 seconds left. High ball game. We got to score because we know Georgia's going to score. Let's put it that way. But nobody seems to want to get open. The combination between the D-line bringing pressure in the secondary, being able to cover all of our guys, it's not really looking too hot for us. I throw it up to Circle, and that doesn't work out. Now looking back, I saw that square was wide open, so made the wrong decision. It ended up being a legal touching anyways, even with the fact that he didn't catch the ball. I mean, we got no time. We got nobody open. I'm starting to lose hope. I mean, Georgia scored also. It's 35-28. We got to get our head out of our asses if we want to win this game. 1 minute and 27. And nobody seems to want to get open. I guess it wasn't all go, so I guess it's my fault. We're not running real routes here. But come on, someone get open, 28-35, 3rd and 8. Step back, corner route, and that should be a pass interference. But it's not because the game is stupid. And are we going to punt? Hell fucking no. We're not going to punt. As much as we should punt, we're not going to punt. Will that bite us? Absolutely. Absolutely will bite us. Probably. And yep, we throw a curl flat. We throw a curl. The pass gets jumped, and we hand one to the defense. Thankfully, we managed to just hold them. Georgia gives us the ball back without scoring points, and we're in a situation where we got to score again. I mean, we're always trying to score, but this is an actual got to score situation. 2nd and 7. Got to get the head out of our asses. I like this play. We got a little bit of ins. We got R1 circle open, but we heave the ball up to who else but Shakir Isaac. He gets us another long touchdown. And man, we are really just, this guy's putting the team on his back. As I guess our whole receiving core is actually playing really good. But him especially, he's been doing it for the whole entire playoff. We hit R1 on the little slot fade thing. Doesn't work out again. What a surprise. Another 3rd and 10 we're facing back in our own territory. We snapped the ball. We're looking, and I don't know what my thought process but let's just dump it off to the running back. Why? I don't know. So we had ended up punting. Thankfully, Georgia's offense still can't seem to score. We dump the pass off to our running back. The running back sheds a few tackles. We're now at a 1st and 10. We can almost seemingly run the clock out and kick a field goal, but I'm not really comfortable with that considering, well, obviously, who wants the game to come down to a field goal in NCAA 25? Nobody, because it is impossible. So 2nd and 4, jet touch pass. We can't seem to get anything going on that. We throw a bubble screen, RPO bubble. Number 16 gets it, and he runs for a good old 12 yards rack. And now we're faced with a 1st and 10 on the 15-yard line. We're going to just milk the clock. But I also want to score a touchdown. I really don't want to give this game up to a kick. So that's the plan. We're going to try and milk the clock out, but obviously try and score a touchdown. We're not going to be able to score a touchdown. If I did have the opportunity, I would have gotten the end zone. I don't care about wasting clock. I'm just dreading this field goal kick. But as you see, we managed to make the field goal. May or may not have simmed that one because I'm not trusting myself to kick that field goal because I already know I would have missed. But here we go. We have a chance to stop the Georgia Bulldogs and win this game. 50 seconds left. Let's see. 3rd and 6. 50 seconds left. Steps back. And oh my God. We give up a touchdown. Granted, that was terrible. Terrible play call by me. But still, oh my God, that's not good. We are down 42-38 and we get sacked. So this game is pretty much over. We have to burn a timeout. Georgia fans are already singing the way through the tunnel. They're already leaving. They know they got the win. The UConn fans are leaving too. This game is surely over. We hit our tight end for what seems to be a meaningless game. This could be a 2-part series. Looks like it is. 3rd and 10. 22 seconds left. We step back. We hit the deep ball. And it's not a pick, thankfully, I guess. But it's 4th and 10. 17 seconds remain. They're in a very deep safety play. We scramble out of the pocket. We pick up the first down. We're at 10 seconds. We have to burn a timeout. This game looks nothing but over. But I'm seeing press. And you don't want to press our receivers. There we go with 4 seconds left. The last play of the game, we score a touchdown. Russell Westbrook gives us a national championship win, and we beat Georgia. And the UConn Huskies are not only champions in basketball, but they're champions in football. Thank you guys for enjoying the video. If you liked the video, please give the video a like. If you liked the video again, please give the video subscribe to me. Subscribe to me, please. Bye.